So part of our issues in life, if you only have to look back at my issues from fucking Central Avenue and shit like that, are related to the ego, right? The ego is a line that goes back from the moment you fucking started to become aware of everything. Whether that was your granddad telling you you're a new teddy bear, or your mum telling you not to fucking do this and do your own work. Yeah? But then the pain body builds up over your lifetime. So if it's a collective pain body which you get throughout the whole nation, because of the way your nation behaves. I mean, fucking hell, look at it now. I don't want to go off sync here, because I could go off in any direction at my fucking age, but, this shit with Trump and fucking that Starmer and fucking Zelensky, whatever it's called, and Ukraine and fucking... I'm not going on that one, but what I'm saying, the pain body is part of what you witness in your life. Yeah? From the very moment where you fucking become aware of whatever. I mean, I became aware of a council estate, me. We're probably only 30. I think I might have said this recently. I have no fucking idea. My mind is becoming quite, not my mind, because I don't use the mind anymore, but my memories, which I don't use many times anymore, because I've been teaching myself to end psychological time, which I've done. But for YouTube, I need to talk about what causes our issues, And the pain body is something we carry throughout our life. We carry it. And it gets a different tick or a different fucking mark, or whatever you want to call it, or in each situation we end up in. Whether it be the school we went to, whether it be the nursery we went to, whether it's like our experience of our first fucking Saturday morning job delivering papers. That wouldn't happen now, would it? There wouldn't be such a thing, would there? All these things were like part of our pain body. And then we had a collective pain body which came from our parents, which was why they struggled or whatever they went through. So if your parents, like mine, had come from a fucking rough old life in Cumbria before I was born, before I moved to Preston, where they'd been farmers and lived in small holdings and lived a rough old fucking life, and with parents dying young, and my mother in particular left with two brothers and a father, an alcoholic father at the age of 9 years old as her mother died. This pain body builds up in you, yeah? It builds up all of that. The recognition of your pain body is one of the most important things you can do in your life, yeah? You need to recognize that wasn't the fault of those before you, It wasn't the fault of my mum, my dad, my grandparents, or their parents. I've traced my family tree way back to the 1600s. In fact, I'm from two of the oldest families in Cumbria, the Salkells, and one was going back to my 12th granddad, the Archbishop of Carlisle. I don't know what the fuck he was doing over there. Or the other ones will be the Phillipsons, my mother's side, which were very, very, very fucking wealthy people going back in the day and lived around Ambleside. But I'm not here for that. I'm all about the pain body. The thing that causes us so many fucking issues. The thing we bring up without recognizing it and knowing what it is, when we subconsciously blame our parents, or subconsciously blame the system, or subconsciously blame the bailiff, or subconsciously blame the tosspot who puts a letter through your fucking door, when basically they are or have suffered the same shit as you've suffered. You know what I mean? In a different way. The nation, World War what? 2? 1? Millions going off to the beaches of fucking France and such as that. Just think about that for a moment. Yeah? How much did they know about where they were going? There were no TVs even then. It's a fucking radio telling you that your life was endangered. Your family's life was endangered. And you as a 17, 18-year-old kid have to put your fucking kit on. Put your rifle on your fucking shoulder. Listen to some knobhead. And jump out of that fucking shithole of a boat. And wherever. Well, that's what I'm saying now. Without changing what I'm saying, you've got the likes of Starmer talking shite about 3,000, 30,000 fucking British and European troops protecting such as the Ukraine when the war ends between so-called Russia. There's a wonderful movie out there you should watch about that. I'm not getting involved in this. What I'm saying is, right, don't put your fucking your life on the line for anything other than your family. For the times have changed. Yeah, we now know what it's really all about. Yeah, it's about us. It's about our families. You know, I look and walk through the villages of Cumbria where I see the fucking, commemorative fucking graves and the shit show that we put up. And everyone believed in it. And I'm going off a bit here, right, off the painbody. But really, that's what it is. The painbody really relates to what the fuck has gone on in our family, in our country collectively, in the world collectively. Since we've had the control of the media to the extent where they can pump it through your fucking door every day, it's difficult for some, especially those who are what I would class as, it's difficult to fucking say, but there's an hypnosis going on out there. An hypnosis goes through the TV and mass media and YouTube and shit like that. That basically takes control of people. And people do not see anything other than that. They see what the TV's knocking out. This is what I started on, was a pain body built up by your environment, what you lived in, what you saw. Mine was a small council estate with fucking like 9, 10 families of over 8, 9, 10 each, Irish, you fucking name it, mate. There were 9, 10 kids in each family. I was in a family of 2. My father was never at home. He was always fucking working away, driving, yeah. It was all right. It was fucking rough. For me, it was rough, yeah. I was a little dark-skinned kid that they called the fucking everything you can think of. Seriously, it was a fucking rough all life, but it was a home. Loads of room. 3 bedrooms, front and back garden. I just think about what goes on today where your pain body and such is carried on into a 20-story building. You're on the fucking 8th floor with 2 kids. The lift doesn't work half the fucking time. Come on, yeah. You know where I'm coming from, don't you? Yeah. The anger we feel in this country now isn't what the likes of cunts like Nigel Farage talk about. Isn't what the likes of cunts like fucking Starmer, Cameron, not one of them ever fucking talked about. The anger we feel in this country now is just basically about needing a little bit of respect, isn't it? We don't need wealth. We need what my parents had, really. A bit of fucking room, a decent fucking home. Yeah, local facilities. milk or fucking food. It might sound like I'm talking shit. I'm simplifying what I could make into a 3-hour video. And I know for a fact no one's going to listen to that. But at 67, I've seen this shit show, man. And this shit show is a fucking disgrace, man. The amount of land I keep talking about and places where we could make lovely communities will never get used. It's used by the farms and the fucking aristocracy. The inner city shitholes, which were, you're right, yeah, formed because of the Industrial Revolution and everyone was fucking brought in here so you could work for the fucking guy who run the fucking place. Probably government fucking organised. Government grants now. There's no fucking work in the cities. The cities are in the cities shitholes with Littles and fucking Aldi's. Yeah? This is what builds up your pain, buddy. This is what builds up your fucking shit like terrorism. This is what builds up your shit like fucking hatred, like anger, like fucking, it's absolutely fucking disgusting. They know more than you and me will ever know the damage they cause by fucking people living in shitholes, inner cities, homeless, few facilities, even when there are fucking facilities. They're fucking extortionate, like I say, tower blocks. This is not Dubai, where they can fucking create rain if they want it to wet fucking people or wet the fucking land. No, this is fucking inner city UK fucking, what I mentioned from the word go, yeah, pain bodies. You're building them up all the time now. Every time you see a fucking story on the TV where someone's killed their kids, someone's fucking suicided themselves and every fucker else in the place they were, this is the pain body that this nation, the UK, builds up, because this nation is fucked. I'm telling you that now. It's the most fucked up nation I know. And I don't travel anymore. And I'm sure the nations are struggling. But just through a little bit of like obvious, it's obvious when you watch a bit of fucking little bit of TV, isn't it? A bit of sport from throughout the world. The third world countries are far better than they were, and I'm over the moon for that, mate. The places we so-called ruled and all that shit. Oh, they're doing all right. They're trying, shall we say. The big boys like the Yanks and the Russians are fucking pushing whatever they want to push, from Marxism now to fucking communism to fucking capitalism to fucking what they're calling. I had to come on because the pain body is what we all suffer through this. It's not just a personal pain body from the way we live and what we've been brought up like, that the ego takes on and makes us into cunts until we recognise what it's all about. This is about the collective pain body that the Western world created and spread all its beliefs even into the Eastern world. You fucking name it. Yeah. Into every far out land. I'll give you an example. I've been watching cricket today. Yeah. Pakistan it was from yesterday. Karachi, where they basically can't afford a ticket for the match, the cricket match, because they can't afford to put food on the table. And the tournament's held in two places, Dubai and Pakistan. And in the 2-hour flight to fucking Dubai, you there have nothing other than a financial dictatorship, which is fucking repulsive. I mean, what do we do? Let's go back to reality, shall we? Where I'm waiting for answers on that. It's a shit show. But believe me, I'm sure many of you on here I've talked to now, and most of you won't be listening at this stage, have suffered this pain body, this collective pain body from wherever you were brought up, the nation you were brought up, the collective pain body from your family, from the school you went to, from the housing estate you were brought up on, from the divorce your parents had at a certain age. One day, the courts will decide whatever you've committed as a crime, your collective or your pain body needs to be brought in. Yeah. And decided, as in put part of, when the decision's made whether to bang you in a fucking jail or. I'm not going to fuck off. I would have fucked off a while ago. Because I got a little bit lost then. But you know where I'm coming from. Yeah. At 67, there's not a lot of places to go. Do you know what? At 67, I fear fucking nothing. I've got massive phobias, like I've told you. Created by the shit show I had in 2012. Massive phobias. Nightmares you won't believe about. But you know what? I don't fear fuck all anymore. I don't fear what I have to say. I don't fear what people have to say to me. And if I go tomorrow, have a drink of me. Take care.